Good afternoon. This is Sanjay Agarwal. So I'm joined with the taxation expert for KPMG, Sir Ficci. Today, has media and industry interaction. So how would you rate this budget?
Well, I think this budget has touched upon many important aspects. The ones that I particularly like, of course, this renewed focus on tourism in a very objective manner, giving a mission that we need to be a sports goods manufacturing, also identifying seven sectors where we want to be world class, manufacturing units, revitalization of the older industrial clusters. I think that's fantastic. The focus on AI in government work and promoting schools. I think the number was mentioned 15,000 schools and 500 universities. I think that's a massive movement to embrace, or introducing kids to a new technology. I think that will be great. The focus, creating the data center capability in India and giving them tax holidays. I think that is not just data center; it creates an opportunity for all the new age economy, and I think that would should go a long way. So some of those things have been, and particularly from a tax side, because that's the area I deal with. This enhanced focus on reducing compliance, all the TDS provisions being rationalized, all many of the provisions being decriminalized, and including reducing sentences which are capable of imprisonment or allowing courts to compound imprisonment to fines will go a long way in creating reduced tension which currently exists.
Cordial atmosphere is going to be
It
there.
has to become, because otherwise, these are the levers that are sometimes used, because sometimes you do have to use these things against uh, taxpayers who don't behave, but often are also used as an abuse. So both sides, it will create a more cordial environment and reduce this fear or reduce opportunities of undue, usage of tools that are sometimes used,
Right,
sometimes abused.
right. So I just want to take your attention to the European Union, the FTA side. They say that's the mother of all deals. So how do you view that, and which are the advantage when imports or exports? How do you rate that, sir?
So we still have to see the fine print, of course.
Yes.
We are only relying on the statements that have been
It will
made.
take some time.
Yes, it will take some time, but if you just go by what it is, uh, you know, India getting access to a very large trading bloc, 27 countries, and many of those are, sort of Western European, are high income. So outside of US, this is the most important trading bloc. It's the most important, so we are effectively world economy number two and world economy number four. Yes, it is a big deal. Yes, India will have to give access in terms of, whether we talk of automobiles or we talk of, several other products, including liquor products. But the emphasis on giving access to textile, to leather, to marine products, and you saw in this budget itself, there was a lot of emphasis on leather products, textile, and marine. And EU trade agreement is giving. So I think, if you think of leather industry, it is not few large players. It is all across India, many small players making bags, making this, making that. Or textile is, of course, a very deeply widespread industry. So if instead of few people getting advantages, large section of the society are going to get advantage, I think that has to be welcome.
Because this year we saw even that there was the World Economic Forum. It was practically, I would say, the word hijacked by the Indian authorities. You had the CM from Maharashtra. You had Piyush Goyal, of course, he's the Commerce Minister. You had Ashwini Vaishnav. Everybody was there, and then this deal came in. And so, do you look at it that they're trying to Bangladesh and Vietnam have been the top exploring countries in our neighboring. So India is now on the threshold of that 2047 Viksit Bharat. Do you see the step in that direction?
I think yes, Vietnam and Bangladesh are exporters of textile, but it is not just limited to whether they have a trade agreement or not. There are GSPs that they are eligible for. India is not eligible for. It also has to do with the labor practices. It also has to do with many factors. So yes, EU trade agreement will certainly help. But is there a single silver bullet that solves everything? Certainly not. But it is a big step forward. Many other things have to happen.
So thank you very much. And we just like to add that KPMG has been giving all these reports Industry Association. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.